Good afternoon, everyone. In this video, I will try to show to you. I said to myself, why Yasin do not share with others, with your peers, for example, students, or maybe professionals that want to learn more about IT. Maybe, for example, let's choose the web development domain. I'm not an expert, but I'm gonna teach you. I'm gonna teach you with my way the basics of web development, or maybe how to work or how to start developing web development. So to start, you're gonna need a code editor and just a language, a markup language, for example. If we want to start, so before you wanna just need a code editor, okay, and a language. This language is not a programming language like Java, PHP, Python, etc. No, we're gonna start with the basic one and the most important one, which is HTML, which stands for Hypertext Markup Language. So the main idea behind the HTML is to structure your pages. So we can consider HTML as a markup language to structure our page. To structure, and it means to give it a meaning. So using standard or predefined HTML tag starting from the HTML doc type, okay, the head, the body. So these are the most important HTML elements. I'm gonna try to combine between theory and practice, and maybe give you some examples and use cases, also some exercises to keep practicing, or challenges. So this is the idea behind this video. So let's dive into the basic or the simplest HTML page to start coding. I choose English. Why? Because I've learned HTML, CSS, and JavaScript with English. So if you like this English episode, I can maybe after that switch into French. But I recommend you to following with me the following English podcasts, English courses, because they will enhance your ability to speak English, to pronounce words correctly. So let's dive in. Now we are in VS Code editor. I'm using VS Code code editor. I recommend to whatever the person is following with me, try to use this code editor. You can use whatever your preferred code editor, but I recommend VS Code. It's so productive and easy to use. So you can install this code editor in Google Chrome. You type VS Code editor, VS Code download. You can search it. You can search it in the net. There is tons of tutorials how to install it in your machine. So here I will open a folder, my desktop, called HTML demo. Okay, I'll select the folder, this one. So after I select it, now before creating an HTML file, I'm gonna the person's following with me, after installing VS Code editor, you need to install some extensions. These extensions will help you out to be more productive and to create efficient code without effort. So here, extensions, or maybe Control plus Shift plus X, you type here, you type the first extension you need to install is live server. this one. So you try to install it within your application, within your code editor. This extension, it will allows you to it will allows you to, you do not need to each time when you do a modification to refresh manually the web browser. Okay, you will just this extension will handle the auto refresh for you. After that, you need to install the extension called Prettier, this one. The purpose behind this extension is that it helps you to format your code. It makes the code cleaner, easier to read. This is the purpose behind this extension. Okay, so I will close it like this. So the first thing to start or to create a HTML file, you type here new file, and you type, for example, by default or by convention, we choose the index and here the extension .html to say that I'm creating a HTML file. Enter. So this is your HTML file. So to create a HTML file, the first thing you need is the boilerplate. The boilerplate called doctype, not doctype HTML. So we type here. So we type like this, doctype HTML. You start with this. So this one defines it. This declaration defines the document type and version of HTML. By default, we use HTML5, and after that, you will specify the head or maybe the HTML tag. To start with the HTML tag. After that, enter. After the HTML tag, you start with the head. Yes, enter. Okay, and after the head, start with the body HTML. I will explain to you each tag what it's referring. So this tag, the first tag here is for HTML boilerplate. It defines the version of the HTML, and it's not mandatory. You can omit it, but it says a good practice to keep it. The second one is the HTML. The structure is the parent tag of your HTML tag, HTML page. Here we have the head, and here we have the body. Okay. So here, for example, in the head, I will type web site, and within the body, which is you can imagine it like a human call. Here we have the head. This is my head. Okay, the head. This is referring to the head of the page. Here we put the elements within the body, so my body, and finally here the HTML. It delimits within the HTML. We create or we define our head and our body. So this is the simplest and the most important structure of a HTML page. So to save it, Ctrl+S to save it. So here website, my website, you can save my website, and here we will type, for example, this is the body of my website, for example, and save it. So after installing two extensions I've mentioned before, the Prettier extension and the live server, so we click here and right click and choose open with live server. So as you can see here, we are within our basic HTML page. Here we have the doc type HTML, which refers to the version of HTML. It is a boilerplate. We can omit it. And it will work fine. So within our head here, we can add a title like this, title, enter, and for example, my website. As you can see here, my website. It appears here. One extension I forget to mention is this following extension here. You type here, Metro Emmet. So Metro Emmet, it is an extension that will help you to write code faster. Maybe, for example, I will explain you its application. For example, here, instead of I will just delete this line by typing Control-Shift-K, Control-Z. So Control-Z to undo the modification. So you type Control-Shift-K to delete the line. So here, instead of typing lower than title, greater than, and lower than slash title, it takes a lot of time. So to do so, how to clean this mess up, or how to be much productive, you will just type, for example, title and enter. And Metro Emmet extension, it will create for you the rest of the tag itself. Okay. So as you can see here, we have my website. I can type, for example, HTML page, Control C, save it, and as you see here, HTML page. So within the body, as a start, I'm gonna just type a regular text. For example, this is the content, maybe the body of the HTML page, and save it. Now, so as you can see here, I've started or represent to you the most basic HTML page. Here we have the title. You put your title within the head, and within the body, we've started with a simple text, regular text. You can modify it. For example, I love programming. For example, I love teaching. I love teaching others. For example. So when I save it, the live server extension will take in charge of reloading the page automatically without a manual intervention, without a manual refresh, okay? Without refreshing the page manually. So I love teaching others. So this is the main idea about HTML. In the next videos, I will develop this part of body by showing to you the H1 other tags like H1, H2, H3, etc. A lot of things. Maybe after that I'm gonna talk about form, maybe input or label, etc. This is just the beginning. So this is just the beginning. Thanks for watching and see you soon.